Welcome back to 510 Sports and to the latest episode in our Topps Premier League 2026 trading card series as we put more cards into our binder. This is from our most recent unboxing video where we opened a full box of cards. So let's get into this one. We'll move these cards to one side. There we go. And obviously all the Hall of Famers are already in place. So our first club is Arsenal. Let's get all of our Arsenal cards together. There we go. And we start with the Arsenal badge, which is number 1. So that goes probably the easiest one in the entire collection to put into place. Then we have William Saliba, who, as you can see in our binder, is a duplicate. So we're going to put that to one side, right into our dupes pile. Then we have got Gabriel Magalhaes, who is number 4. And that is a gap we have in our binder, so in that goes. Then we have another Gabriel Magalhaes. This is a blue parallel, so actually we're going to take the one that we've just put in out and put that onto our dupes pile and put this one in. And there we go. Then we have Thomas Partey, who, as you can see, we also already have. Just there. So that's onto the dupes pile. Next up is the Pink Diamond Declan Rice numbered parallel. Focus on that parallel there if we can. So we're going to have to take our other Declan Rice card out, the regular base, and stick this one in. And suddenly there's a bit of colour into our Arsenal collection. Next up we have Martin Odegaard, who is number 10. Then we have Ethan Nwaneri, a yellow parallel. He is number 11. We are filling up our Arsenal section very nicely. And we've got another Ethan Nwaneri there going onto our dupes pile. And then we have Gabriel Martinelli. Looks like there's another gap that we need to plug, and he is number 13. And then we've got Kai Havertz, which you can already see is in our binder. So that's the base slot done. Just for the special cards, we've got our Full Force Jurrien Timber, number 17. Goes in there. And we have the breakthrough baller, Miles Lewis Skelly, who is number 18. So look at that, only 3 cards left for Arsenal already. That's pretty good going, I have to say. Moving on to Aston Villa. And we have a good selection of cards for them as well. Starting with Pau Torres, who is number 21. Going there next to our blue parallel, Emi Martinez. Then we have 2 Ezri Konsa's, our regular one and our blue parallel. So we'll put the regular one onto our pile, and he's number 22. So he goes just behind Kai Havertz there. Then we have Luca Digne. I think that's our 3rd duplicate of him now. So onto the pile we go. You can see him right there. Next up, Boubacar Kamara, another duplicate. And there he goes. Then we have Youri Tielemans. Again, we already have his blue parallel just there. So onto our duplicate pile. Same for Morgan Rogers. So not a great start for Aston Villa. Louis Barry. In fact, the rest of these regular base cards from here on in are going to be going onto our duplicate pile. Donyell Marlin. Again, you can see we already have, and the same for Ollie Watkins. But we do have the Boubacar Kamara Generation Now card, and he is number 34, which will go in here. And finally, the Donyell Marlin Techers card, who is number 36, so going right at the end. So that's Villa done. We've got 1, 2, 3, only 4 more for Villa. So again, pretty good going so far. Next up, we come to AFC Bournemouth. And we've got our cards to the side, and we start with the Bournemouth badge, which is not going to be replacing our yellow parallel at all. Then we've got Dean Huijsen, who is now, I believe, at Real Madrid. He is number 40, so I think we'll go 37, 38, 39, so that will be going over here. Then we have Julio Soler, a blue parallel, who is number 41 and will be replacing the regular version we have got already. Then we have Milos Kerkez, now at Liverpool, so another outdated player, and he will be going next to Huijsen in 42. So that's a whole page for Bournemouth completed there, which always makes me happy. Tyler Adams is our next card for Bournemouth, and he is number 43, but you can see we've got our blue parallel here, so nothing doing. And then we have Lewis Cook, our green parallel Lewis Cook, who's number 44 and will be replacing our regular base card. I think we've got more colour than not on this first page. In fact, for Bournemouth in general so far. Ryan Christie, obviously not going to be replacing the yellow parallel we've got for him. Then we've got Luis Sinisterra, who is number 46. Then we have Justin Kluivert, who we have already. Just there. And the same goes for Dango Ouattara. Then we have Milos Kerkez Generation Now, again a duplicate. And finally, our Justin Kluivert Techers card, who is number 54. So in he goes. And we've only got 2 left for Bournemouth. Again, very happy with that. Moving on to Brentford. Get all those cards ready, and here they are. And we start with the Brentford badge, which we did need. Then we've got Mark Flecken, who we do already have. So he goes onto our duplicate pile. Then we have Sepp Vandenberg, the blue parallel, who's going to be replacing our regular version, going just after our purple parallel Nathan Collins card, which is a numbered parallel, if you remember from our previous videos, just there. Next up, we've got Michael Coyote, who we also already have. Putting up a big dupes pile already. Same for Matthias Jensen. Then we've got Fabio Carvalho, the former Liverpool player. He is number 64. So I think that might be here, but let's just see. So we had 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 64 is here. In he goes. Then we've got Keane Lewis Potter, who is number 66. So filling up that top row nicely next to Kevin Sharder. Then we've got Bryan Mbeumo, now of Manchester United. He is number 68, which goes in there. And we've got Yoane Wissa, another parallel. This is the green parallel. Now, I need to quickly see whether it's the green or the yellow parallel that's the most rare. If it says... I'm not sure. So we'll come back to that one. Here we go. Base blue, base yellow. So the green is the most rare. So we're going to have to replace our yellow one with the green one. And there we go. And left for Brentford, we have 1, 2, 3 more. 3 more for Brentford. Don't think it'll take us long to fill this album up. Oh, my mistake. We still have a Yoane Wissa duplicate going onto our pile. And we've got all of the special cards already. So you can see we've got Gustavo Nunes, Full Force, and the Fabio Carvalho generation now. No point going through those individually. Those on our pile 2. On to Brighton and Hove Albion. And we've got the cards ready to go, starting with Bart Verbruggen, who we already have. Onto the pile he goes. Jan-Paul van Hecke, we also already have. Onto the pile he goes. Then we've got Lewis Dunk, who is number 77. Need to see where he fits in relation to the other one. So that is, Estupiñán 76, so he'll go in right there. Next up, we have our signed Matt O'Reilly card, the blue parallel, 64 of 150. I went mad when I opened this. I couldn't believe it that we finally got a signed card. I say finally, after only a second unboxing. So yeah, I was really impressed with that. Now you'll see at the back of this, he's not properly numbered. So maybe he isn't supposed to go in the binder. He's supposed to go in one of those protective sleeves you can get. I'm going to put him in the binder for now. I do just need to see what number he is ordinarily. He is number... Oh, he doesn't actually go in the regular collection. He's not listed as a player, but he's got 2 special cards still, which is strange. Generation Now and a Techers card. So I'm going to put this at the back, just double check that, with the rest of our special cards. So yeah, I'm going to put that to one side for the moment. Next up, we have Yankuba Minteh, who is number 79. And he will go in here. Then we have Yoon Do-young, or Do-young Yoon, who is number 81. Put that out of the way. Then we have got 2 times, oh, just dropped a card there. We have got 2 times Kaoru Mitoma. There is our first, and there is our blue parallel second. So see, he is number 83. So he's in there. Then we've got Stefan Tsimas. He is number 84, but we have got him already. Then we have Jorginho Rutter, who is number 86, which I believe is this one here. Then we've got the Full Force Carlos Baliba card, number 89, which goes slap bang in the middle. And Matt O'Reilly's Techers card is number 90. And we've got a few gaps here for Brighton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the most we've got for a club so far in terms of gaps, but hopefully soon to be rectified in the coming weeks. Moving on to Chelsea, who we've still got a few gaps for in here at the moment. We have got the Chelsea badge, which is a duplicate. We have got Robert Sanchez, sorry, another duplicate. Then we have our yellow parallel Levi Colwill card. He is number 93, so he slots in here. And we've got our regular Colwill card, which goes onto our duplicate pile, which is just spinning over, so I'm just going to tidy that up. I'll put that over right out of shot. There we go. Next is Harrison Murray Campbell, who we also have in the bottom corner there. So onto that pile he goes. Same for Moises Caicedo. Then it's Enzo Fernandez, who is number 99. And he completes this first page for Chelsea. Then we've got Pedro Neto, who we also, already have. Noni Madueke, who is number 103. So he will be going here. Nicholas Jackson ×2. We've got the regular version and the blue parallel version. So the regular version going onto our dupes pile. He is number 104. So he goes in there between Madueke and Esteval. And we've got the Marc Cucurella full force already, so that goes onto our dupes pile too. So only 3 left there for Chelsea. Next up is Crystal Palace. Get those cards ready. And here we go. First up, we have the Crystal Palace badge, which goes in there. Then we have 2 Dean Henderson cards, our regular version and our blue parallel. Next up is Chadi Riyad, who we've had more versions of than I care to count. And certainly not going to be removing that green parallel for that base card, that regular base card. Then we've got Marc Guéhi, who we also already have. Likewise with Daniel Munoz and Ebereki Eze. But we do have another yellow parallel for our Crystal Palace collection. This is Ismaila Sarr, number 121. So we'll use Eddie Nketiah as our reference point. He's 122. So that's quite nice. There we've got 2 yellow parallels next to each other. Then we've got Eddie Nketiah, as I said already. So on there he goes. And Jean-Philippe Mateta, who's number 123. We've got the Marc Guéhi Generation Now card, who is number 124. And finally, for Crystal Palace, the Tyrick Mitchell Full Force card is 125. Few gaps here for Palace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So second most so far. On to Everton we go. And we have got 2 lots of James Tarkowski. I think I've just given a bit of a spoiler away there. There's the regular, and we've got another yellow parallel. So the regular version onto our dupes pile, and Tarkowski is number 129. So we'll use again the Everton badge for reference. That is 127. So we're going to go here. Then we have Jared Branthwaite, who is number 130, which makes life a lot easier. He goes straight after. Then we've got Vitaly Mykolenko, who is number 131. Then we have got Roman Dixon, or Roman Dixon, should I say. He is number 134, which will be going here. Then we have got the blue parallel Tim Iroegbunam, replacing this one here. In he goes. And he'll be joined by another duplicate. Then we have got Harrison Armstrong, who we already have. Iliman Ndiaye is next up. And he is number 139, which by process of elimination puts him here. Just check the numbers on that one. That should be 140, and it is. So that's pretty good going. Beto, you can see we already have. As do we have the Iliman Ndiaye Techers card. So left for Everton, we have 1, 2, 3. Fulham is our next team. And we start with another duplicate in the Fulham badge. Then we have the yellow parallel Bernd Leno card. God knows why there's such close-up pictures in the Fulham collection when every other ones are more body shots. But he's in there, our yellow parallel. And we have another parallel on the way. We've got Joachim Andersen. And our blue parallel version. And that is the one we're going to be putting into our binder at 148. I've forgotten what number Leno was already. He is 146. So Andersen will be going in here. Then we've got Sander Berge, who is 149. We have got Sasha Lukic, 151. We already have him though. Notably, only 2 defenders for Fulham. Strange. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 midfielders and 3 forwards. Very strange. You think they'd have at least 1 more defender, probably 4 ideally in total, but God knows what they've done with that one. We've got Josh King next, and he is number 152. And all that talking, I've forgotten exactly where we were. He's 157. Let's see what Pereira is. He's okay. So it goes right in the middle here. Josh King does. Next up, we have Emile Smith-Rowe, who we already have, as do we with Adama Traore. But we do not have Rodrigo Muniz yet in our collection, and he is 158, which is there. Then we've got the Rodrigo Muniz Generation Now card again, and the Calvin Bassey Full Force again. So that goes on to the dupes pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps for Fulham. Moving on to Liverpool. And we start with Virgil van Dijk, who we've had a couple of times already, and he's still in our binder. Then is Ryan Gravenberch, who is number 169. So let's see the order of things here. We've got McAllister, who's 170, so Gravenberch will go next to him there. Then we have a blue parallel Alexis McAllister, who is going to be replacing this one here. Then we have Dominic Szoboszlai, who we've already got in blue parallel form. Then it's Rio Gamoa, who we already have in yellow parallel form. Luis Diaz, now at Bayern Munich, as we've already said, also already have him. Likewise with Mo Salah. And then we had the card that did make me slightly emotional, Diego Jota there, our yellow parallel. 176. I think that's going to be the theme of pretty much the whole season, isn't it? That anytime he's mentioned, even at the time of recording yesterday, I saw an Arne Slot interview on Sky Sports News, and he was talking about how they need to get some attacking reinforcements in, and he even had to mention that, straight facts, they haven't got Diogo Jota anymore. That does leave a gap, and they have to fill that gap. So some might think he's being heartless, but that is the case as a manager. We've got Darwin Núñez up next, who also is no longer at the club now. He is in Saudi Arabia. One of the biggest flops, I would say, of the last 5 years, at least in the Premier League era, especially for the money they paid for him. But he is there in 177, and we've got another Darwin Núñez card, the full force card, who is 179. We've got a few gaps here still for Liverpool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our joint most so far. Manchester City is up next. And we have got the Manchester City badge to start with, which we already have. We also have Ederson already. And we also already have Ruben Diaz. And he's certainly not going to be displacing that purple numbered parallel. Next up is Divin Mubama. That's not the right name, is it? No. Divine Mucosa. Mubama plays for a different team, doesn't he? He's number 186. So let's see. Diaz is 185. So he'll be going after that. 186. Next up is Rodri, who's 188. Then we have before I show you that one, we've got the regular Savio card and our yellow parallel Savio card. And that he is going to be replacing the regular version in the binder. Then we have Regan Heskey, as we mentioned in our unboxing video, son of Emil Heskey, Premier League cult hero. He is number 193. Savio was 192, so he goes in here. Then we have Omar Marmoush times 2. We've got the regular version there and the blue parallel version. And I think he's probably going to go in this middle space here, and he does, between Heskey and Haaland. Then we have the Jeremy Doku generation now, which is another duplicate, as is our Savio Techers card. For City, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps. Moving on to our final club for this video, which is Manchester United. Starting with goalkeeper Andre Onana, and I use the term goalkeeper very loosely. He goes into that top row to complete it. Then we have Lenny Yoro, who is number 202, which I'm guessing fills this gap here. But let's see. Martinez is 203. So, yeah, he is certainly going into there. Then, that was out of order. But we've got Diogo Dalot, who is another duplicate. Then we've got Sekou Kone. Out of the many random rookies that they've got in this collection, he is 205, which puts him in there. Then we've got a blue parallel Bruno Fernandes card, 208, which will be in here. Shea Lacey, we have got already. We've also got Alejandro Garnacho. And we also already have Amad Diallo. And we also already have Rasmus Højlund. But we don't already have the Kobbie Mainoo Generation Now card, who is number 214, which I think will be here, but let's just see what Højlund is. So he is 213, which makes Mainoo 214. And then we've got the full force Manuel Ugarte, who is 215. And that leaves us with just the 2 gaps for Manchester United, which again is very good going. And it's a great place to end this inserting into the binder a video for our Topps 2026 Premier League trading card collection. So join me next time as we add our Newcastle onwards cards into the binder. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe 510 Sport, and I will see you next time.